Hearthstone, no disrespect for Hearthstone, I also play Hearthstone, and I like Hearthstone quite a bit. But this game, because of 3 reasons, I think makes this game more fun to play and better than Hearthstone. Number one, there is no you can play a card. Yeah, you can every card you play, unless it says to meditate, you can take that card and you can attack with it on the turn that it's played, or make it have guard. So in other words, there's more flexibility of card use. You can play all your cards with taunt if you want to put it in Hearthstone vernacular, or guard in this game. It gives you a much more strategic control of the game. So you're able to, well, I'll show you. So these cards I have in my hand, Heroic Hatchling, for example, which is unfortunately is going to be changed. But for now, let me show you what we can do. So it's a 2/6 card, which is really high health, which is great. It doesn't mean it has to have taunt. I can make it be offensive if I want. I have complete control over that card. In Hearthstone, you are restricted to whatever the card tells you can do. It'll tell you it has taunt. It has to have taunt. This one, for example, so I play Heroic Hatchling. I can do something with it as soon as it comes to the board. That's different than Hearthstone, in my opinion, better. That's the first thing. So I can attack with it if I want, or I can pull it into guard if I want. I have complete control. I'll put it into guard for this instance. But there are plenty of times when I attack. Second thing that makes this game superior to Hearthstone, in my opinion, is each master, or hero in Hearthstone, has an attack value. So I can attack with my master against his master. Likewise, Face Hunter, Cancer Dens, all those little trick things you see in Hearthstone where they just crush you, won't work in Kung Fu Panda because they'll break over the hero. So you can't be rushed down by little cancer decks, quote unquote. The third thing that makes it better, in my opinion, is the armory. So I'm not going to use it this particular time, but you can build decks based on that box to the left of your screen right now. Same as Druid cards. Exactly. Good point. It is the same as Druid cards. But how would you like to have the flexibility of a Druid class in all heroes? You see what I'm saying? It gives you a ton of flexibility. And again, I'm not down in Hearthstone. Don't get me wrong. I play Hearthstone. But this game to me is a superior product for me because you can change. You have much more flexibility in the playstyle. So I have a 2/2 and a 3/2. I can make them charge, or I can make them taunt on every turn. That's amazing. That's genius to me. Like, you don't have to, you're not constricted by the cards are constricted by you. You tell the cards what you want out of them. It's genius to me. And you still have all the same things. You have abilities, you have text, flavor text, all that stuff. See, I'm gonna have them all charge here, but I could just as easily had them all go into taunt. And I'm really glad you're here. Thank you for joining us, because I would love to talk about it all day. I can talk about this game all day, and I do. I've been streaming it all week, and I'm going to continue to stream it because I really believe in this game. And hopefully get more people in, and we'll talk about Hearthstone, talk about this game. But, so the flexibility of the cards is the main thing. The attack power of the hero is the second thing. And the armory is the third thing, equipment. So I've built it. I can show you the next thing I'll play is equipment based. So there's a legendary. I don't know how familiar you are with the game. If you haven't played it or just started, that card, if it says meditate, that's the only card that you can't do either or when it comes into play. You can do it afterwards. But for example, let's look at Hearthstone. Okay. I'm not familiar with that game, but there's a 3/5 Blackwing Technician in Hearthstone, right? It needs a dragon in hand to activate the cost. This game has a 3/5 card already in play called a Cold Tooth right here that you just get without, it comes with the game. So the cards are the game is exceptionally well balanced, better than Hearthstone, and again, in my opinion, and I don't mean to down Hearthstone. Hearthstone has some great things to it. Please don't get me wrong. Please don't misunderstand. But this game has more for me. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on a soapbox there. And this actually brings to mind one of the many cool mechanics about this game and this is not in Hearthstone. It's a dodge mechanic. And I was slow to come around to how powerful it was until the game developer, who comes to the stream quite often, kind of told me to look at it. 50% chance to dodge attacks is amazing. And you think about Hearthstone. I don't know. You played Hearthstone. You probably played World of Warcraft. I know I have, and I still do. Why wouldn't rogue cards have dodge in it? This is an ability I believe that Hearthstone will take from Kung Fu Panda. This dodge mechanic. You might have already left. I'm sorry if I talk too much on that, guys. But here we go. 50-50 chance this creature is going to dodge this attack. But see, again, here's the flexibility of Kung Fu Panda. He had a creature that he could attack, and he went and put it in guard. So it becomes a 6/6 with charge or 6/6 with taunt based on your play. And guess what? Next turn, it's also a 6/6 with charge or 6/6 with taunt. It's genius. And then look at this combo. I'm going to put this in there and cause him to go enraged or furious, which will then give my minions across from it +1 attack and taunt and flight. So another little cool combo inside this Viper deck. End turn. So that worked out really well. Showcasing the Viper, showcasing the you can build a next level deck in Kung Fu Panda Battle of Destiny. And if you go to my YouTube page, by the way, I have a bunch of tutorials and a bunch of videos on deck designs on Kung Fu Panda Battle of Destiny. And I apologize for the stream quality. It's storming where I live, and usually it's a good quality stream. Today it's laggy, and I apologize for that. And we're going to have his own minion kill him. Hope you all enjoyed that game. That one showed off a little bit more the power of the Viper deck I was trying to get to. Okay, so let me show you, if you're still here, let me get your name, so I'd say you. Movana, if you're still here, let me show you a equipment deck that I built that showcases a little more of the gameplay styling you can get from Kung Fu Panda Battle of Destiny. So this deck is based off of the equipment, the armory that you see on the left side of the screen. I'm making it easier to access that for both players, and then I have cards that steal equipment. So I have cards that take equipment, get benefit from equipment, and take your equipment and neutralize equipment. So for example, right here in my opening hand, I have Strong Legs. Gain +2 strength if your opponent has an equipped warrior, so I get a benefit if he plays an equipped warrior. Croc Burglar, steal an enemy equipment. See, I'm taking and getting benefit from their equipment. So I kind of built it. I tried to build a lot of different decks for Kung Fu Panda. Some people really liked them, and I built decks with equipment. I built decks with synergy. I built decks with species. I built a deck with all pigs. Like, I'm trying to showcase all the ways you can do it, and I haven't even scratched the surface on what decks you can build with this game. And it just came out 2 months ago. It's new. It's a new game. I mean, I don't know. You should check it out. I think a lot of people are hesitant because they see Kung Fu Panda and they're like, oh, it's for kids. And there is an element that is for kids, but it is a high-level CCG that is deeper than Hearthstone, in my opinion. The only character that you could say is out of balance right now. There's only one master that may be a little too strong. Animation is so bad? You mean the card looks, or the fighting? And keep in mind, you're entitled to your opinion, man, and I really appreciate you coming in and sharing it with us. I do. I actually like the fighting. I think you're talking about the fighting when the cards fight each other. I kind of like that. I don't know. That's just me. Not saying you're wrong. Not saying you're wrong. And I will say that I do like Hearthstone's look of a foil, or a rare. You know what I'm talking about, the animation on the card if it's a super card, as opposed to just having like a film over it. Although if you're real card games like Magic, that's what it looked like. So I appreciate what Kung Fu Panda was trying to do. Okay, that's cool. I thought I kind of liked it. I thought it kind of looked kind of flavorful, because if you look closely, Monkey has a staff. I thought, but again, I got you. I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from. Grab another equipment here. Golden version, yeah. I don't know that I'd say it's really bad. I think it has flavor. I think it's trying to keep in touch with the animated movie which it's based, the Kung Fu. I think it's cool. But I appreciate you're entitled to your opinion. And right now, I am wishing that I had I've got to do it. I didn't want to do this on this particular play, but I also can't let this guy continue to beat me up. Another thing about this, and that's visuals, and that's something I can't really talk about, because I like them, but you may not. Another thing about the dodge, first of all, I love the dodge mechanic that Hearthstone doesn't have. And I love the fact that when you stun a creature, they added this lately. I see the little stars over his head. I think that's awesome. And then when a minion is stunned and you attack it, you don't take the damage back. I think that's pretty awesome. So if a technical card design, I think it's better. Now you may not like the look, and that's personal preference. Hey Jen, yes, I have spun the wheel so many times it's hurt my heart. I have not been very successful on my wheel spins. I'll be honest with you. I have not won anything, except for I got a Greenkeeper on my alternate account. Is the wheel worth it? Honestly, Jen, I don't know. The legendaries themselves are worth it, but I think you can craft them at the end of the month. If you don't have a lot of cards in your collection, I would buy packs with the gold right now, and then just craft those cards later. The wheel has not yielded a good result for me. So, and I've spun it, I don't know how many times, and I have not got a card out of it. And I'm dying to get one because I want to make decks with it, but I can't win one to make a deck with it. See how bitter I got there? Like I really want to do it, but I can't win. But I want to win. And so you see here, this guy fetching. I'm so sorry. I'm old too. Movana, you see the difference. You see me using the different equipments and stuff, and using them to high effect. Now this guy's beating on me right now because he's going aggressive. But with the equipment cards I'm getting, I can slowly turn this game around. I've come back from worse than this, believe it or not. This morning I came back from like 27-2 and won with my Poe deck. Okay, so here's hopefully a turn where I swing it around. All right, well. Okay, taking a little risk here, but I'm way behind. And so I need to do something that'll catch me up. So caught up with equipment. Yeah, and Blizzard is Blizzard. Blizzard is a big company, and they made the game. But if you just look at it in terms of quality of card play, if you're looking just for the card game, aside from the way it looks and things like that, and I still think it looks great. It's more pleasure. It's more fun for me to play. But here's if you're watching the game of on it, here's an interesting play. So, this is how equipment can affect the outcome of this game, aside from Hearthstone. So here you have a board where I was getting pretty much thrashed, and I was able to come back, and now I'm able to utilize equipment late game to turn this game around and win. So I have an equipment in my hand that you can equip on enemy warriors. So I have equipment I can put on them. Whenever it is in guard, stun it. So he has an enemy in guard. I'm about to give him equipment, which will stun him, and I will win because I've given him this equipment. It's called the Patch Pants play, trademark. Does that, I've now stunned his creature, and now I win the game. And there you go. Seen a couple different, now you've seen some Viper deck, totally different tech as this Monkey deck, and I've just showed you two different decks I have in design. There's so much you can do. Try the game out. Play it. I have a series of videos on YouTube. Watch the videos. I tell you what. Here's one you might know. I'm gonna do a one-turn kill, Zerg combo wombo druid version deck. Trademark. You'll recognize this from Hearthstone. It's kind of the same synergy where you do turn 9, Force of Nature, Savage Roar. Well, I designed that for turn 7 in Kung Fu Panda Battle Destiny. So we'll do, call it Tiger Krieg. So I'm just showing you different variants, and I also have control decks. I specialize in control decks, so I like to build. I have a lot of control decks, but I'm just showing you the flexibility inside the game of Kung Fu Panda Battle Destiny. I hope I'm not annoying you, by the way. I hope I'm not like, God, shut up already. I'm just trying to show that I'm really proud of this game. Not that I have anything to do with it, but I'm proud of this game. I'm just trying to get the word out there. So here we go. Oh, Mango's set. Mango's great. Exactly. And Movana, get more people in here, please. Bring people in. Watch the game. Watch the stream. I stream every day, Monday through Friday, 8 to 1. Stop in for a couple minutes. Stop in for an hour. Bring some people. I also stream. I'm also going to stream Hearthstone. So, stay tuned. I agree, Mankusuki. I guess I'm probably butchering your name. I apologize. If it was on PC, it would be huge. I think hopefully we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to go to PC. I know it's going to Android next. It's going to blow up. I'm like, I know the people in this room, all of us have really believe in the game, and we know it could be something great. I'm just hoping that, you know what I mean? It takes off. People give it a try. That's why I'm so glad you're in here, Movana. I'm so glad you're in here giving it a shot and talking about it. You know, the more people that know about this game, the better. Because once you play it, you'll see how good it is. I mean, I didn't even know the game. I just happened to see Kung Fu Panda. One day I was in the App Store and I just happened to see it. I was like, oh, look, Kung Fu Panda game. What's this about? And I love CCGs. And then Plants vs. Zombies sent me something on my Twitter feed about trying out their new CCG. This is interesting. This guy's built a one-turn kill Tigers deck as well. I think I played him yesterday, so I think he's. Maybe watch the video. It's pretty awesome. So we're gonna try to see if we can outrush him down here. This game will be over quickly. So if you have an attention deficit disorder, this game's perfect for you because I guarantee this game will not go past turn 7. And it's built around Force of Nature's Savage Roar combo. In this game, is a Sheepish Student, which I don't have in my hand yet. So it's a Sheepish Student followed by a lot of low-cost creatures that crushes the board. And you have a lot of cycle to draw cards. Turn 8, right now I have a devastating one-shot combo, but I'm going to, there's a Sheepish Student, so we're looking at pretty good. We're probably going to need to move up our pacing on the turn. I think we're going to end it next turn. It's going to be our goal. Yeah, next turn, game's over. So you'll see, so it's turn 6, and I'm about to end the game on turn 6 with a massive combo that's only available through Tigers with her Bloodlust ability. Oh, but he plays that. The one thing that could stop me. That's interesting. But it's not going to. If I can hit him. And I did. So, we'll do that. Now here comes the combo. So watch this damage. Sheepish Student says whenever something gets KO'd, it deals 2 damage. So we just run creatures in. Unfortunately, I had to use 1 mana to clear out his Taunter. We should still be okay. And we win. Combo Wombo, 1-turn Crane. Game over. Yeah, Savage Roar. Savage Roar. That's Tigress's. That's only available for Tigress. The Savage Roar in her arsenal, but I didn't even need it because the combo is lethal without it. That would have just been like extra spice. But this guy played a very good defender, and I had to KO it with one of my cards, which is I built this deck around setting up that 1-turn smash face, and so you've seen that. So now you've seen a Viper deck that relies on Swift and Furious, one of the mechanics in Kung Fu Panda Destiny. I've showed you a Monkey equipment, anti-equipment deck. I've now showed you a Tiger's aggressive Savage Roar deck. And now I can show you a control deck. Which one do I want to show you? We'll do pest control. I call it pest control. I have a horrible sense of humor. I like to say puns and jokes and whatnot. It's Mantis, so control, pest control. I know. It's horrible. So now what you're about to see is me control a game with big minions and health. Definitely gonna keep the plastic plower in my hand. And I'm not even one of the best players of the game. I mean, there are probably a lot better players out there. But I just like to build decks. My son's shaking his head, but I truly don't believe. I mean, there's better people out there. Calm down. Alright, so we're going to see there big creatures. So that 2/6 could have attacked, but in my deck design, in this particular deck, he's going to hang back. Now, of course, just like Hearthstone, there are people that fall in love with the taunt buttons. And just like Hearthstone, you can shush them. I never understood that myself. So, unfortunately, we get somebody that's fascinated with a taunt button. To each their own. So we're going to get equipment. And our turn. This one, obviously, because it's a control, you're familiar with Hearthstone, warrior control decks. Basically, we're going to hang back and build a wall. Another difference now I'm thinking about it with Hearthstone is that each different character, each hero has their own ability, like summoning totems, getting armor, dealing 2 damage. And here everybody has a set, deal 2 damage. But, so that's different. So Hearthstone has a, that little difference there. I just thought about it as I was looking at these 2 characters. But I like the fact that everybody can do 2 damage. So I don't have to worry about little paladin 1/1s crushing the board and staying on the board. Here, my hero, it's a kung fu master, should be able to defend themselves. Like the idea that, Thrall would let a 1/1 silver hand recruit hit him in the face and just look at him, it's ridiculous. So he quit, and this will happen. But this, when you're champion rank and you go against level 25, they're just like, why am I going to do this? So it's, I can't control that. Be a little more aggressive since I know I end this game and get to a game that somebody's actually there. Did you have any questions about the gameplay or something you like? Any kind of comments that maybe you didn't know about the game? Now that you're here, you kind of like, I didn't know it was kind of this. Has this improved your opinion of the game? I guess is what I'm asking. I'm gonna wait. So this guy I love for control decks. He adds at the end of the turn, give a random friendly warrior +2 health. I discovered this a couple days ago. It's gone in all my control decks, and it's just so awesome. This card, they just did a round of changes, and my favorite my favorite card in the set was this guy, and it was changed. If you'd have seen him before, you'd been like, oh my gosh, it's the greatest card ever. He's changed now, and not entirely for the better. Did I disconnect? Everybody's quiet. I think I talked too much. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, he just didn't shut up. I think I might make a video out of that, actually, kind of talking about differences between Kung Fu Panda and Hearthstone while showcasing 4 different decks inside of Kung Fu Panda. What do y'all think? Find out. Huh? Oh, you played it? Really? Alright. And there you go. 4 distinctly different decks in Kung Fu Panda Battle of Destiny. Anybody have any questions or comments or any particular deck you want to see me play next? If not, I'll go back to my Viper deck. Gotta name it